What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome back to MKO Pugilism, aka MKO Boxing, where we talk all things boxing. Remember to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow on TikTok. So yeah, let's get into this one. So over the weekend, we had some very good action, very good fight between Abdullah Mason, youngest champion in boxing at the moment, and Albert Bell, 33 years old. And Bell, the challenger going into this one. And it was a very entertaining fight. The way it ended was very controversial. It was a last round stoppage. The referee jumps in to stop the fight. But before that, the story of the fight, it was pretty even, really, going into the championship rounds, because you had Albert Bell doing very well in the early rounds. I mean, Abdullah Mason had his fair share. He went to the body quite well early on in the fight. But there was quite long periods where Albert Bell kind of kept things long and kept the right hand cocked, and it was boxing pretty well from long range. Abdullah Mason was sort of jumping in and having his success, but a lot of the early part of the fight, I would say, was quite even, but you could probably edge it to Albert Bell. He boxed very well sort of early on in the fight, and it was in the kind of later rounds where Abdullah Mason, mid to late rounds, where Mason kind of came back and found like another gear, because going into that sort of 10, 11, 12, around those rounds, I think, I'm not sure if the commentary had him behind or not, but it was very, very close. It was either even, or Bell may have been slightly ahead as we sort of came into the championship rounds. So Abdullah Mason did have it to do. I mean, to be fair though, on the judges' scorecards, looking at them after the fight, I think they all had Abdullah Mason ahead. But just looking at the fight myself, I thought probably around round 9, 10, I thought, well, Mason could be behind it, could have it to do. And he obviously thought that. As you know, the 10th, 11th went by, we got into the last round, and yeah, I thought he needed to win that round and win it big. And to be fair to Mason, he found that explosive next gear, puts Bell down, which made it 10-8 round. And then he gets to him again, puts him down again. And at this point, Albert Bell in the last round does get to his feet, and he's making sure he's careful. He's taking his time, getting up slowly. Obviously, he's hurt. He's been dropped. He's hurt. But, he's got to his feet. His eyes seem clear and everything. But the referee just waves it off. And even the commentators were screaming like, what? You can't stop this. You can't be serious. This is, and I agree with it there, because while I know Bell was definitely hurt, but he wasn't like on kind of rubbery legs. He was just hurt and a bit dazed, and he got to his feet, and you could see that he was kind of clear. His head was kind of clear. He may well have probably gone on to have got stopped, but he deserved that opportunity there. That the fact he did rise to his feet, eyes were quite clear, and you could see he could fight on, but the referee just waved it off. And yeah, very controversial stoppage. I suppose you could argue, well, it doesn't matter in the end, because Abdullah Mason got the result, but it was a controversial stoppage. I think he probably would have gone on to do it anyway, but you've got to give the man the chance. You got to, if the guy's clear-eyed and everything, he's not wobbling all over the place. I thought Bell definitely deserved a chance. But anyway, well done to Abdullah Mason on getting the stoppage victory there. A bit controversial, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. That's boxing, and I think he probably, it's not really his fault anyway. It's the referee who's at fault there, so that he can take the victory. And he would have taken it on the cards anyway, even if he didn't stop him. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. And until next time, it's MKO Boxing, over and out.